My name's Tony, and you've tuned into Driving Miss Crazy. Okay, y'all, I have a question for you. What do you do when you pick up a rider in the ghetto, the barrio, the hood, the bad side of town? What do you do? That's something I'm curious about, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I do in this video. Today, I had the pleasure of picking someone up who was an awesome gentleman, nice guy, quiet but very nice. But to be honest with you, the spot that I was picking him up at, it's a spot that I've been there before, and I've seen some stuff go down, some crazy stuff. I've never had a situation yet, out of 2 years of doing this, where I didn't want to pick somebody up, but I had come close at this exact apartment where I picked him up. And when I got there, one of the dudes that was involved in what I saw a couple weeks back was out there saying hello to him. So anyway, what do you do? Do you pick someone up? I hope so.
Have a good day.
All right. I didn't know if I was going to talk about this one, but I'm going to kind of go with this. First off, let me just say something. I'm Mexican-American. I grew up in Southern California. I had a dad that was in prison 9 years. I'm pretty sure, I think ultimately he did. He made a lot of bad mistakes. And the one thing that he did is that he kind of told me, son, whatever you do, do the opposite of what I do in life. And I grew up visiting my dad in like prison. And I grew up kind of like, you ever see that show Scared Straight? That was kind of like my life on a daily basis. I grew up in the Barrio. I grew up in hoods. I've been Compton and all these places in Southern California. After 9/11, just a quick weird note about me. I actually moved to Spanish Harlem for 2 years. Ran homeless ministries all throughout, New York City, basically. I used to be a pastor. So when I say what I'm about to say, know where it comes from, because I don't judge, and trust me, I grew up in the barrio. I'm not going to judge. So every city has a hood, every city has a ghetto, every city has a barrio. As a rideshare driver, how do you treat that? I'm being serious. Maybe, I don't know, I haven't really seen a video like this, but how do you treat that? Do you avoid it? I mean, I've heard and I've talked to people who are like, yeah, I'll just cancel trips. I know it's a bad area. Me, I don't do that because it's a trip. But I have to say, in the sketchy parts of town that I pick up in, 80% of the time is going to be a short little trip. This person just doesn't want to go. He doesn't have a car mainly, and I make like $3 or $4. Honestly, it's not worth it sometimes. Now, I have had trips where I pick somebody up and they're going like 40 miles, and that's totally worth it. But it's kind of like, what do you do as a rideshare driver when you get to a place? Now, y'all, I'm going to be straight with you. I have literally had guns pulled at me when I was in Harlem. I've had a knife pulled on me. So like I'm saying, I'm not judging. Trust me, I'm really not, because that's where I came from. That'd be like judging myself. But I'm just saying, it's like, what do you do? I mean, I've never come to a spot that was so dangerous. I was like, damn, I need to cancel this trip. I have come close. And like this last trip, I picked up this gentleman, nice guy. I've literally seen some sketchy stuff go down in that apartment complex. And that's kind of like the sketchy part of town a little bit. But I mean, it's like, what do you do? And I don't know. Use your judgment. I kind of want to know in the comments below, what do you do? That dude was nice. And, you know, I'm down with cool people. I mean, he was totally cool. But I'm just saying, I'm not talking about this guy, but I'm just saying, when you are a rideshare driver and you were picking up from the hood, the barrio, the ghetto, whatever you want to call it, sketchy part of town. You know, some towns in the country, that could be like the trailer park. I have friends that live in trailers. There's nothing wrong with trailer parks. Some of the best people in the world live in trailers. But there are some sketchy parts where trailers happen to be. So I'm just saying, like, what do you do? You know, like, that's kind of the big thing. I kind of want to know what y'all want to do, what you do. And in the comments below, let me know what you do in that area. So anyway, My name is Tony. You're watching Driving Miss Crazy. I definitely appreciate it. Give me a like and subscribe. And if you have a comment below, like, I'm serious. Yo, I'm doing this because I need some therapy here. I need to know what you do. I want to know what I do. I take rides. And I'm a big guy. I'm a big Mexican dude. I'm not too worried. But I'm just saying, it's like, what should you do? My wife was one time saying, like, hey, maybe I should be a rideshare driver. And honestly, I was like, no, that's what I'm here for. But, I mean, there's a lot of women out there who are single moms, who are moms who are just trying to make some extra money. I think about that type of stuff as a rideshare driver. So, I think about people. It's different for a woman out there, I think, as a rideshare driver. I think there's a lot of really sketchy people. And I kind of want to know about that kind of stuff. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. You're watching Driving Miss Crazy. My name's Tony. Thanks so much. Stay safe on the road.